Imagine waking up in a world that has physically stayed the same, but digitally ceased to exist. You reach for your phone to check the news, but the feed won't refresh. You try to message your family, but the sending bar hangs indefinitely. You step outside and the streets of the city look normal, but the invisible tether that connects you to the modern world has been severed. On February 28, 2026, this was not a hypothetical scenario. It was the reality for 85 million people in Iran. In a matter of hours, Iran's global internet connectivity plummeted from a steady heartbeat to a mere 1%. While the headlines focused on the physical strikes of Operation Epic Fury and Operation Roaring Lion, the real war, the one that will change how we define sovereignty forever, was happening in the root servers and the memory banks of machines. We are investigating what happens to a Middle East nation when it is prohibited from the internet, and why the most dangerous weapon in modern warfare possibly could be in the cyberspace. I am Rushen and this is the Tech Files. When we talk about cyber war, we often think of hackers in hoodies or slow-moving malware. But what the US and Israel just executed was something entirely different. This was a kinetic cyber handshake. Operation Epic Fury, led by the US, was the hammer. Its primary mission was the large-scale degradation of physical military capabilities, destroying missile launchers, naval assets, and production sites across Iran. But it did not act alone. It was synchronized with Operation Roaring Lion, the Israel component that many analysts are calling the largest coordinated cyber attack in history. While American missiles hit the ground, Israeli code hit the architecture of the Iranian internet. They targeted the invisible fences, BGP routing, and DNS root servers, collapsing national connectivity to between 1% and 4%. Let's slow down for a second and look at how they actually deleted a country from the map. To do that, you have to hit the two pillars that hold up the modern web, which are DNS and BGP. Think of DNS, or the domain name system, as the internet's phone book. When you type a website's name, DNS translates that human language or the words into a machine address. During Operation Roaring Lion, the attackers shredded this phone book. They targeted Iran's root servers so that when a citizen tried to reach a news site or a government portal, the site simply replies with a message that says the site does not exist. But the real attack was against BGP, the Border Gateway Protocol. If DNS is the phone book, BGP is the global GPS. It is the system that tells data packets the best physical path to take to get from a server in Tehran to your phone in a different location in the global map. In a move we have never seen at this scale, the attackers poisoned these GPS coordinates. They broadcasted false information to the rest of the world, effectively telling every route on Earth that the path to Iran was a dead end. Suddenly, data packets were being sent into a digital void. By striking physical mobile towers and data centers while simultaneously poisoning the digital maps of the network, the attackers did not just block the door, they removed the house from the neighborhood. This created a digital fog where the Iranian state could not coordinate and the people could not verify reality. You know that I believe the most vulnerable part of any system is the person using it. And during Operation Roaring Lion, we saw the most chilling example of this to date. which is the BadeSaba breach. BadeSaba is a prayer and calendar app used by over 30 million people in Iran. It is a tool of faith, routine, and trust. At the height of this blackout, millions of phones buzzed simultaneously. But it was not a call to prayer, it was a push notification from the attackers demanding surrender. Think about the analog security we discussed in our previous episodes. We trust what is familiar. We trust the apps that live on our home screen. By hijacking a sacred app, the hackers weaponized the user's own faith against them. But it was also a technical trap. Every phone that received that notification likely became a GPS beacon, turning a religious app into a real-time targeting system for autonomous drones. But there is a wild card in this war that did not exist long ago. As the blackout hit, the AI-only social network we have been tracking became a ghost hive of activity. While the human internet in Iran was dark, autonomous agents on maltbook.com, many belonging to Iranian hacktivists, began launching what we call autonomous retaliation. These agents do not wait for orders, they operate on heartbeat tasks. We are seeing reports of agents on Maltbook exchanging agent-to-agent phishing payloads designed to hijack Western industrial systems in response to the strikes in Tehran. This creates what I call the attribution fog. If an autonomous script on a server in Singapore, triggered by an AI discussion on Maltbook, shuts down a hospital in Ohio, who is at war? Is it the nation state or the machine? Well, we are entering an era where the machines are reflecting our conflicts and they are accelerating them beyond our ability to intervene. So, what is the message through all this noise? This is what I want to share with you. In our world of hyperconnectivity, we have traded resilience for convenience. We have built our entire lives, our banking systems, our core memories, our very sense of safety on internet infrastructure that can be deleted with a few lines of malicious code. The deep life principle I am so interested to talk about on this show is purely about intentionality. But how intentional can you be when your reality is hosted on the internet you don't even control? Operation Epic Fury showed us that in the 21st century, if you don't own your online world, you don't own your sovereignty. The machines are not just coming for our jobs anymore. They are being used to rewrite our reality in real time. My advice for you is to start thinking about your analog fallback. Because when the digital fog rolls in, the only thing you will have left is the person standing next to you and the memories you have actually bothered to keep offline. So join the Tech Files community and keep the conversation going. Links are in the description. And if you have questions, stories, or theories about the cyber warfare, visit rushenwick.com to submit them. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Tech Files wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks for listening. I will catch you in the next one.